got my photo. Sipping on my cup, got my photo. You know she love the camera. Snapping the picture the way she be moving, I love the camera.
Hey everyone, I'm today at the Hack the Mountains meetup, and today with me is Saksham from Polygon, who is a developer relation guy from Polygon. So Saksham, my first question to you will be what is developer relations, and why you joined as a DevRel, and why Polygon?
Okay, so to coming to your first question, what is developer relations? So before just to understand, we have an industry, we have so many teams in the company. We have marketing team, we have tech team, we have design team, and developer relation is the guy or the person where the need comes when this is being done unknowingly from last 30 years. But the need comes when there should be a person who should be linking with them to the public, and then there should be a phase between marketing and tech who can become a person. So DevRel industry is usually majorly depending on let's say we have a developer relation who might be doing tech videos for that company. Very generic. If I say, for example, there's a company. Even if you take a DevRel at Google, what might be he is doing is he might be running a whole program where he is developer doing the advocacy part of that program. He is building that program. He might be doing documentation for that product. So developer relation is usually being a part of a developer who are building a product, and marketing who wants to advocate to the public. So there is a phase who usually be coming to a public, who advocates, who give awareness about the program, who educates people about the program. And it's not only about this is limited to developer evangelizing or developer relations. There's also a relation between partnership, corporate relations, and then eventually doing so many other stuff like hackathons, events, which is a part of it, which we can't separate, it unseparatable part. And being said that DevRel is an industry which is again into booming sector and then doing stuff. There's a point which comes is there need of it because earlier it was not needed, but now when people are coming, when they have a high tech end product, there should be a person who should be explaining it to public, who should be doing awareness, who should be educating it. So this is all over DevRel, and community is also part of it, which is very linked to it. It's not about communities are very inseparable part or separable part, but it's something about that. And then there's also come advocacy, developer advocacy, where people do advocacy. They be a part of tech team and then evangelize the things towards the public.
Right.
And what motivates me to join Polygon is I've been into blockchain since 2020, learning at that time and then understanding. And eventually I've been following Matic, which was previously Polygon's name. And then I saw they are doing really great stuff based on Ethereum. And not even that, I've been very closely in touch with their DevRel team, what projects they are doing, and it really motivates to do something which have a purpose and which solves a problem. Hence, it's a motive. There is a motive behind it to educate people, to give awareness. So this is the major reason why I joined Polygon. And the bigger purpose is to solve and cater more audience, and to create a developer-centric audience.
Right. So what I understand from the answer that you gave, that developer relations is the bridge between the company's product and the developers. So basically, you explain the the product to the developers who want to use it.
Right. So I don't explain. I'm a medium to explain.
Right. Yes.
So I might be a medium who might be contacting to developers. I might be a medium who would be making videos about the product, how to use the product.
Right.
So if you consider AWS as a product,
right,
their DevRel would be doing several team, and their DevRel team might be a very big team. They would be doing education programs. They would be having videos. They would be building various stuff. So
right.
it's very
so I think you have to do a lot of work. Like first you have to understand, you have to be a developer also, and then you have to be good with communities also.
That's what I want to ask also. DevRel is more of a developer side of work or a public relation side of work?
So as I said, it's a bridge between both. So you should have a developer centric mindset.
Right.
You should be a person who understands how companies marketing or branding works, and then the communication comes a very important part, because communication is the key where you give knowledge to the public, or you communicate
Right.
properly, you aware people, you educate people. So this is how things work.
So like you might have also heard a lot that developers are like these introverts, like who don't like to communicate, like who don't like to engage. So like were you also an introvert, or like you overcame this barrier, like, or you were always an extrovert?
No, I was not always an extrovert. So this journey came, and even I'm not a developer first of all. So just after completing my 12th, I was an introvert. Don't talk to anyone, and even
Right.
I don't have a habit.
Right.
But eventually, when I started getting into college, I eventually started talking with seniors. My senior pushed me and taken me to meetups where
Great.
when I even don't know C or basic programming language, they taken me to Docker and then AWS meetups.
Right.
So
right.
this is how eventually start. And if you don't know anything, what will you do? You'll at least talk with someone, or someone came, so you have to speak.
Right.
So that's how eventually things come in. And then I got few opportunities where I was leading the whole communities in my college. And there, if I'm leading the community, I have to be host, I have to be moderator. There's several
Right.
stuff, because you don't have a very
So putting yourself in
Yeah.
the situations where you have to talk, really helped you.
or even not putting, it's eventually
If you
something
go
like
to-
a life comeback where life is telling you have to speak, you have to
Right,
speak.
right,
So
right.
it
Amazing.
might be
Right. Great.
something from above.
Right. So like developer relations is not only for developers who are extroverted. Introverts can also with practice be in this
Yes.
field, right?
Not even practice, it's a motive. So even I see many people who are introvert who are building YouTube videos and giving out content.
Right.
So purpose is once they are very familiar with content, they will start with 10 people, they will start with 20 people, and eventually a whole conference.
Sure.
So it's not even a skill, it's just a habit. So what introverts are, they talk, they have friends, they have everyone, but they just don't talk in public, or they are not comfortable.
Right.
Eventually, if you make public your friend, you can talk with anyone.
Absolutely. So coming to our last question. So you said that you started in 2020, discovering this aspect, blockchain and Web3. So
Yeah.
like how did you start it, and what would be your advice to our viewers who want to start in this space?
Okay, my journey started in 2018, and there how I started was, if I don't know anything, I usually go to any meetup or hackathon. Even my first hackathon was someone when I just entered into my college. I
Yeah.
don't know how to build a website, so it's a challenge to me to
Right.
build a website. It was a static website which I built.
In a short span of time.
Through WordPress, and of course we didn't want, but we got in category in our first hackathon. So
But-
this is how.
But you learned a lot.
Yeah, the learning was majorly the networking,
Right.
and then secondly, in my first year of my college, I usually try all the students to explore things. If you want to, if you say in the first year only, I want to become a machine learning engineer with all these skills, but you haven't explored even a Python or haven't explored Java. Java
Yeah.
might be something good for you.
Yeah.
So of course you can't explore the whole world,
Right.
but at least explore a limited period. And the spark which came to anything, just stick over it. So I got a spark into communities and then cloud. I did a cloud in AWS and all, and then communities overcome it. Being a part of a developer mindset person, I joined. I got opportunities and joined companies into communities, and then eventually into developer relations.
And the Web3 part, like how did
Yeah,
you
so
start?
Web3 part, as I said, I started Web3 journey. So that time we don't call it Web3. Now it's very, let's say, a very fancy term, but earlier it was blockchain and how blockchain
Right.
works. So I started with a very basic certification
Right.
portal where it works to hash method. You just have to enter the hash and then it generates your certificate.
So
And
you created this project.
I was a part of this project for a hackathon, and then
Right.
I was a part of team, and then eventually I also did things in this industry. I was a part of Hyperledger chapter where I did few meetups.
Right.
I understand. I did some basic courses
Right.
just to understand what is the B of blockchain. Not even the B, it's just the
Right.
start of.
So first learn, then build projects.
Yes, and then eventually after that I did few programs where it helped me to understand how ecosystem works in blockchain, and then eventually in Web3 as well, been following things and doing some projects so that I can understand and then
Great,
Polygon.
great. So like it was great talking to you, Saksham,
here.
and thank you for
Thank
your
you.
time. So I will attach his links in the description and I'll attach Polygon's links in the description. So make sure to check them out. Thank you.
Sure.